Why, how pleasant. Almost instantly after the turtles, we announce a giant collab. Alien versus Predator, my dude. What are Plarium on these days? What are they on? We've get a champion. This hasn't happened since He-Man. That was about a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago. We're gonna be looking at the two new champions, XENOMORPH and Predator. Take a little first look on their skills, where they would be very, very good, very useful, not so good. Claim. What is it, Arbiter? What do you want me to do? I know how the pass works. Thanks. I'm really considering getting the elite pass like right away. I'm just gonna go for it, my dudes. I don't think I'll do the... Wait, I don't think I'll do this. I will grind for it, my dudes. So I'm spending $39 on it, and I'm getting myself a Predator. I haven't even read, okay? I haven't even read. But I feel like as a content creator, I'm kind of expected to. So I can make content with this guy. But since, you know, he's right here. Actually, no. You know what? It wouldn't be fair to talk about him first. Let's actually talk about the daily login champion. The XENOMORPH. Guys, Alien. I can't believe it. We're getting some insane collabs now. I'm super stoked about this. I really hope that he's... Oh my god, Dark Elf. Oh my god, my dude. Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. And it really fits Raid. They didn't really change much on him. He's just the same. Oh my god, the tongue. Dude, he's the same. It makes sense that he's Dark Elf. Now, it would only make sense that we talk about him first. Attack champion. Everybody's gonna get their XENOMORPH play for 7 days, my dudes. And if you need a gentle reminder, don't forget to use my promo code to get yourself 3 legendaries, Stalin to Hanorok and XENOMORPH, as well as the 4 epics, Venomage, Lightsworn, the Gore, and Ugo as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with the brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go into your inbox and claim your first legendary. Use the promo code Desert Queen to get to Hanorok and play for 7 days to get XENOMORPH. And that is all you have to do to get yourself the free legendary Stalin to Hanorok and XENOMORPH, as well as the epics Venomage, Lightsworn, the Gore, and Ugo as you level up. So don't miss out and click on my link right now. Back to XENOMORPH, okay. A1 attacks one enemy, places 1 5% poison debuff for 2 turns, and then places 3 5% poison debuff. Give this attack crits, which it for sure will because he's an attack champion. We're gonna build him with 100% crit rate, right? Place a perfect veil on him for 2 turns. On his A1, that's nice. A2 attacks one enemy. Before attacking, places a stun and an infest debuff on the target for 2 turns. This is new. This is a new debuff. We're gonna read about it in a second. These debuffs cannot be resisted if this champion is under a veil, which he very conveniently brings on his A1. Place a True Fear debuff on all other enemies for a turn. These debuffs cannot be resisted if this champion is under a veil. There's a passive effect to this. He revives with 50% HP, 50% turn meter whenever an enemy under an infest debuff dies. What does infest do? Whenever an enemy under an infest debuff dies, deals pure damage to all other alive enemies. This pure damage is equal to 50% of the enemy's max HP who died while under the infest debuff. Oh, who died while under the infest debuff. So you could target that infest on HP nukers, HP champions, supports with a lot of HP, because their enemy max HP will inevitably be much more than nukers and most other champions on the team. This pure damage cannot be critical. It only, scales off enemy max HP. The pure damage dealt upon killing a boss or their minions cannot exceed more than 10% of their max HP. Well, this is still kind of good. But like, if you kill a boss, like, it's over. You don't need to deal damage to the minions. It's done. But still, this is really nice. Really nice. I'm actually very curious as to how they're going to implement that in future champions as well. And what kind of synergies we can do with that. But for sure, target this towards like HP champions, guys. That's what I'm thinking. And he revives whenever an enemy under an infest debuff dies with that big smack. Nice. Kind of like a bomb exploding, which is like exponentially stronger. A3 attacks an enemy twice, deals 15% more damage for each poison debuff on the target. Nice, dude! He's even viable in Clan Boss! That's so nice for early gamers and the ones that are just starting out. Like, this is a genuine upgrade from Kale. Or you could even pair him with another poisoner like Kale or a Frozen Banshee to deal even more damage. 5% poison debuffs just from the A1, my dude. You could even do it by himself. Like, he could do it by himself. Veil on his A3 as well, so you don't only get it. Okay, this is good, because I was just about to comment. If this Veil only came from the A1, that kind of makes it shitty for the A2, because I never like to hit with the A1 first. Like, what is this poison gonna do in, like, an arena fight? Feel me? We're trying to make him like trying to see if he fits more than just boss fights and clan boss, etc. Whether we can take him into PvP as well, though it's a tall ask. It's a tall ask, especially for a free champion, alright? But he has a Veil here on his A3 as well for 3 turret cooldown. Very nice. So you can hit with the A3 first. That's also like, it has its drawback, because this is not gonna deal more damage. You won't have enough time to poison your targets unless you make them a little bit slower than like a poisoner that you're like a Mithrala, let's say. But you have to strike with the A1. Maybe if these two were swapped? I don't know. Let's see the passive. Whenever this champion is attacked, has a 25% chance to place it. Oh! There we go! I like this. This kind of changes it. Has a 25% okay, but that jumps up to a 45% chance when you book it. You have to book the passive. To place a 5% poison debuff on the attacker for 2 turns. This debuff cannot be resisted or blocked if the attack is critical. Like the attack incoming into Xenomorph. That's cool. If an enemy is under poison placed by this champion, decreases their defense by 20%. Okay, nice. Nice! So this against tanks, and this kind of works together with the Infest debuff as well. Alright, I kind of dig that. Okay, this makes it a little more viable for this, right? Say that you're running a team that's slower than the one that you're facing in live arena, and this is maybe the like, arena generally, not just live arena, but like any arena PvP. But what I'm thinking is like, I'm just strategizing here. Because obviously he's great in dungeons, right? Obviously he's great in clan boss, so we're just ruling that out. We're trying to see if he can apply in more places, so he deserves like over a 4 in my book, over a 4. For now, he's sitting at a comfortable 3.5 in my book. All right, if my vote counts for something. But if you were to run him in a Ghost second team, how would you do this? With the bolster? He's an attack champion. How would you protect him in any way? I wouldn't say that he's my first shot for PvP. It would just be a little bit of a hassle to include him. Like, he has some good stuff here, but maybe not so much arena, and more so dungeons, which is fine. Honestly, it's perfectly fine. Hey, claim your Xenomorph so it doesn't become a Shaman Chase, alright? And we have a soul here. Very good, very good. Nice. Still, maybe like a 3 point... Just because he's alien, Xenomorph. 3.8? Is that fair? Let's check Predator. Lizard Man. Brilliant. Make it make... Yeah, okay, sure, it makes sense. I'll take it. I'll take it. HP Champion. Probably Nuker. Heal reduction, block revive, something like that. Foreshadowing. Oh, he has an evade. Attacks one enemy, heals this champion by 30% of the damage dealt. Interesting. Whenever this champion successfully evades an enemy's skill and all of its accompanying effects counterattacks with this skill, so with the A1. Okay, where does he evade? Let's see. Whoa, that's a big chunk of text. A lot of text. Attacks all enemies twice. By the way, I bought this pass before reading all that. After hitting, just reminding you, after hitting the initially selected enemy twice, all other enemies will be hit in a random order. So, okay, for the first hit, the damage received by the initially selected enemy will be increased by 75%. Each subsequent enemy hit following the initial hit will receive 15% less bonus damage. So, reverse Thor. Reverse Thor. Also destroys each enemy's max HP by 30% of the damage dealt. Stacks up to 50%. For the second hit, the damage received by the initially selected enemy will be increased by 15%. Each subsequent enemy hit following the initial hit will receive 15% more bonus damage. Stacks up to 75% bonus damage. Received by the initially selected enemy? This attack ignores 15% of each target's defense if this champion is under a veil or perfect veil. Wait, he does bring that on his own? Okay, so hear me out. You just think of this in a way where you would think of like using Thor's A3, where like how Thor works is that the champion that you select is gonna receive the biggest amount of damage, but it's gonna go through all of the rest of them randomly, scaling up until we get to the last one with the most amount of damage. And here, it is the exact same, but the order changes. You're gonna select an enemy. The first enemy that you select is gonna get the big smack, and all of the rest are gonna receive smaller and smaller amounts of damage until it gets to 15%. And then 15% for the second hit as well. Oh no, for the second hit it switches. That's what confused me. The initial enemy will be hit with the least amount of damage, and the last enemy will be hit with the most amount of damage. So it's like an accordion. It goes back and then it goes forth. Okay, that now makes more sense in my head. Thank you! Thank you for just this giant bubble of text. Took a little bit out of me. Block revive I'm seeing here in a lot of effect. Hunter's Gaze. Interesting. Before attacking, plays a Hunter's Gaze debuff for 1 turn. This debuff cannot be resisted if this champion is under Veil. We'll get to the Veil, I guess. If this attack kills an enemy, he plays a Block Revive on the target and a Hunter's Gaze debuff on a random alive enemy for a turn. This Hunter's Gaze debuff cannot be resisted if he's under Veil. Got that. If this champion does not kill an enemy, plays a perfect veil on him for 2 turns and fills his turn meter by 50%. All that damage is based off HP. He's a damage dealer, but an HP damage dealer. So you're gonna need crit rate, crit damage, and HP instead of attack. Good soup. That's good soup. Hunter's Gaze block revive combo, nice. So this is also very dungeon-esque, but it's also very arena-esque. Like the A2 is pure arena smack, guys. Where does he evade? And this perfect, like, we need to figure out this passive. For sure. At the start of each round, he plays a veil on himself for a turn. It's like treasure, dude. Before this champion takes a turn, also has an initial 50%. Whoa, chance to evade an enemy skill and all of its accompanying effects. This initial chance reduces to 0% after this champion's first turn in a round. So once he takes a turn, it's game over. But before he takes a turn, it's a 50-50 to evade. Okay, whenever this champion kills an enemy, grants him a 20% chance to evade enemy skills and accompanying effects, stacks up to 60%. So for every kill, get more kills, get more veils, get more evade. No, the veils are the same. The more kills you have, the more chance you have of evading enemy skills. Berserk, except just stack him with HP. Also, he counterattacks with the A1 here. That heals him. Oh my god, he's gonna be so tanky, but still very easy to tackle with a cute little heal reduction. There is no way of cleansing unless he just puts a veil on himself and you can't even target him. In this case, he has to be the only one left on the team, or you have to have like an AoE type situation, heal reduction, something like that. Crowd control him and then put heal reduction so he doesn't even have the chance to like... But then he's gonna evade a lot of attacks if he's under a veil. Ooh, I'm sensing, yeah, definitely some potential here with Predator. Definitely more than, I think, Xeno. And I'm gonna be completely honest here, but it also makes sense that Xeno is, like, free, my dude. Everyone's gonna get a Xenomorph, but not a lot of people would want to splurge on Predator after the Turtles. That's the truth. And I do not know how to feel about that necessarily. Like, I understand that we're trying to make bag here, you know? And it's a really cool collab, don't get me wrong, but it's so soon after. So soon after. And it's almost like, I don't know, are you giving people enough time to recuperate between? And like, I know that we're used to having bigger periods of time between these collabs. It's amazing news. And yet again, it's like, I don't know how many people will be able to participate in that one. It's a good one. It's like, dude, we've all watched the film. We've all seen it. It's so cool. We've all probably thought to ourselves at some point, you know what would be super, super cool in Raid? You know? And we even wanted an Aliens faction, my dude. Like, this is the best we get. But it's still super sauce. Super sauce, and thankfully this guy's free. But I'm sure that a lot of people would actually want Predator. Well, 39 bucks. What do we gotta do here, actually? Use silver and energy? No problem. Let's go farm spider. No, dragon, actually. There's a tournament. What can I say, dudes? It's exciting as it is. I feel for the people that might have to miss out on this one for one reason or another just because the Turtles were so soon. But on another hand, yeah, I felt me like diving into another Raid Shadow Legends event, not gonna lie. It's almost like that's the point of these, no? Oh, tell me, what do you think about Xenomorph and Predator? Do you like the sound of them? Are you looking forward? What do you think about the Forge Pass? Were you maybe more willing on it being a fusion? Would you have gone for the fusion if it was a fusion? Hit up my comment section with your thoughts. I always love reading through and hearing your guys' opinions. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys again in the next one tomorrow. Bye!